Yo, it's Solo Nitty Gritty from Black House Music in 7680. I'm chilling with Dre's Radio Cafe, the hottest internet radio on the net.
The thoughts and opinions of this show is that of Drazy and does not coincide with all of Dre's Radio Cafe. Listening discretion is advised. That was Miss Fabulous, Why Ya Lie. Thank you so very much for tuning in, enjoying yourselves. This is another episode of In My Opinion. This episode is dedicated to those who are at their last straw. I'm just trying to give you my opinion of what last straws can be in certain scenarios. When dealing with relationships, you have to understand, like, there's certain things that can be a last straw and not be a last straw. I'm not going to use a lot of my examplings behind what I do, but I will express some last straws for certain people. Example, let's just take some of the past. You can meet somebody and be in a relationship with them, and you can have a bunch of last straws. Like, what ticks you? What drives you to that last boiling point? What will tell you to, like, exit stage left, or, let me be out, or peace, or deuces, or whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? What will be that answer? You know what I'm saying? And in some form or fashion, it has to be a breaking point where someone has to say, listen, this is not going to continue. I can't make it continue with me. And I'm just going to throw a bunch of examples out there. And if this is informative to you, good. If it's not, I dearly apologize. I am just trying to lessen the air, or, I'm not really trying to lessen the air. I'm trying to really just be informative about how certain things are. You got to excuse me. I'm trying to fix some things around my desk because I'm dealing with a bunch of computers around me. So please forgive me. So let's talk about this in some form or fashion of how we can actually weave out what is a breaking point for somebody. Now, let me explain to you what my idea of breaking point is. My idea of a breaking point is where somebody, I don't have the patience no more. Here's the thing. In life, you're supposed to be at a point where you can be happy. If you can't be happy with who you're with or why you're with them or whatever the matter may be, you might need to evaluate what the relationship is. In evaluating a relationship, you have to understand there has to be a breaking point of how far you will go to be like, nah, that's it. I'm done. I'm out. I'm cool. In a verbal relationship, a lot of words seen, a lot of bad words or irritating words or words of that nature can probably be a breaking point to somebody. If somebody has been verbally abused to the point where it's outrageous, words like even derogatory words, like the word hate with me. I don't like to use the word hate. I'll explain this to y'all very dearly. If you ever, the reason I use the word hate, I know, let me take that back. I do hate some things. If I say I hate something, I really despise it. I don't like it at all. It'll make a difference to me what it is. I try not to say the word hate in terms of people because I haven't really gotten to the point where I really, truly, truly hate somebody in a sense of being the element of real person. Like, for example, I'll be honest with you. Logan Paul. Like, I don't have a problem with Logan Paul as a human being. I hate him as a character because I watch a lot of wrestling. And I think even though it's acting, it still gets me to a boiling point where I can't stand them because there's too many other people out there that people like, but they may like Logan Paul just as much as I don't. But I say I don't like him, and sometimes you might hear me say I hate him. I don't hate him in a bad sense of the actual human sense. I hate him in the sense of an actor or character. That's an understanding of something. Now, when we're talking about verbal abuse, your boiling point may be somebody call you out your name, call you something. They might call you stupid, and that might be a boiling point to you because my last straw is somebody that called me slow or stupid or dumb. Because first of all, if I'm stupid or dumb or slow and you're still talking to me, then there's a problem. All right. I don't think there should be any form of fashion where anybody in their right mind should take a lot of verbal abuse. Nobody in their right mind should take any kind of verbal abuse. It's very bad. It's very unexplainable. All right. So you got a boiling point when it comes to verbal abuse. It has to be a word. You know what I'm saying? That, and in all honesty, verbal abuse has somewhere around the line has to be some kind of word that strikes a nerve to say, hey, listen, I'm out. Exit stage left, peace out, deuces, kiss my ass, holla when I holla, lose my number, whatever the case may be. All right. In the physical, there has to be a breaking point. Okay. You've got somebody in a relationship and you're physically being abused. There has to be a breaking point. What's the last straw? Some people may think a slap to the face, hands on neck, grabbing, any form of physical abuse is a no-no. Now, let's not get it misconstrued, because there is people that are mentally insane enough to want to like that. Like, they want to see you hit them. They want to see you punch them. They want to see you, because they might get a kick out of it. They might have grown up in a household where that was the norm. You know what I'm saying? A mother or father beats their child, and you grow up and you think it's okay for the next man or next woman to physically or, verbally abuse you. That may be the norm to somebody, but it's not norm to everybody. There's people out there that do not want to be physically or verbally abused. Now, we don't know what y'all do in the bedroom. Now, let's get that understanding clear too. You could have somebody that says, hey, choke me, spank me, whatever. That may be the norm, or that may, let me not say the norm. That may be passable or okay in a bedroom sense. But in a real life sense, that person may not like people's hands on their neck, or, verbally abusing them in any form of fashion. The bedroom and the bedroom and outside the bedroom is two different things. Okay. As an understanding, there has to be a boiling point to what you use in bedroom and what you don't use in bedroom. Me personally, I think that some of it may be intimate and not intimate, depending on the person that you're with and who you're dealing with and all that stuff, that you might get away with putting your hands on somebody's neck in the bedroom, but making sure you're not doing it on the outside of the bedroom, because it's a form of respect too. Really can't justify it in any form of fashion. You may have guys that are both ways, or women, let me shut up, because men or women, they both have this same, have to look at it for what it's worth and take it as full standard. But you might have a man or a woman that has actually been that type of person that will do choking or smacking or whatever inside and outside the bedroom and think it's okay, when in true actuality it's not. There has to be a breaking point or boiling point to any of that. Now, in a relationship, you do have the physical, you do have the mental, you do have the verbal. There is the love aspect. What's your breaking point when you have somebody that you're not in love with? Can it be the understanding that there is issues in a relationship where you're not getting the love? Some people want to be loved, but the problem is if the relationship is not worth it and you're not happy in it, you have to exit stage left. But what is the breaking point to that, though? When it's somebody that you really, one may be in love and one may not be in love, then it becomes an issue of mentally thinking, because in some senses, the girl or the male might think like, this person used me as a pawn, or, just used me to hurt me, or, made me feel like I'm just a toy or something like that. In the mental, it may be like that. But it's also accountable for both sides of the party, because there has to be a common medium. A lot of people don't have a common medium. Let me explain what a common medium is. The common medium in some verbal or mental or physical abuse things is knowing the point. I've had a friend that real cool, laid back. She was real cool, laid back. Went through some things with her boyfriend, and her boyfriend was a certain way, but he was a verbal abuser. I mean, no, he couldn't have been. I'm not gonna say he was a verbal abuser. He was a physical abuser, but his physical abuse was so massive that it scared a lot of people. And I don't go deep into it or anything like that. Long story short, it could have been deadly. It could have been bad. It gotten to the point where like people were not in the same sense, or a lot of people were still in the same sense, were more concerned about the woman's well-being than they were about the justification of the man. And in some case or another, there were problems where a lot of people were worried about the outcome for the male instead of the female, because there were some things that was wrong, not perfect. you have to look at it full-fledged circle for what it is worth or how it goes about. Because let's just say, for example, the female was, let's just say the female was Ronda Rousey. All right. And if y'all don't know who she is, she's an MMA fighter. She's really mean with kicks and punches and stuff. Say she was like that and she dated a guy that was like just a little nerdy or whatever the case may be. And they were dating and she was physically abusing him. All right. At what boiling point would this man be like, oh, I love her, but I don't love her? What straw is it going to take for me to back myself out of it because I'm afraid? Now, you got a lot of people that be like, well, damn, he's a dude. He can't fight her back. He may be able to fight her back, but he may not be as professional as she is. And if she's that professional and she's doing all these kicks and punches and stuff to you, at some boiling point, you have to be like, you know what? Listen, I'm not going to let you keep kicking me in the head, Rhonda. I'm not going to let you keep talking to me all crazy and stuff because I know what you do outside of the house is your job. And what you do when we're together is personal. But if you're having that hard time out there and you're using me as a dumbbell inside, at some point I gotta be like, shh, I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying? So there has to be a common medium. What is your boiling point? Your boiling point can be a number of things. Like I said before, it could be anywhere from verbal abuse to physical abuse to emotional abuse to just not getting loved to whatever. But there's also some that feel like they get abused because they feel like they've done nothing wrong. And that's a mental part. That's a mental hang up, because you have people out here that feel like they're not that person. And I say that to people that feel like they're entitled to, because there's people out there that feel like they're entitled to something and they really are truly not. But in their mental state, they're supposed to be who they're supposed to be. So you hear a lot of people say, oh, well, it's not my fault. I didn't do anything wrong. Oh, no, you can't blame me. But in reality, the truth is these people they do some things too, but they don't want to hold accountability for their own actions. Excuse me. Hold on. Excuse me. I'm sorry about that. But they don't want to be accountable for their own actions. Why am I saying this? Because those people, that can be a last straw for somebody. Because here's the thing. If I was a person that, even if I've done some wrong in my life, even if I wasn't the greatest person in the world, even if I sat here and I said, I'm not perfect, and I'm dealing with somebody who has to feel like they're always right, there's going to be a last straw. Because here's the thing. Two positives ain't gonna make another. Well, in a way it is, okay? Two negatives can make a positive. A negative and a positive is not gonna make a positive, depending on what it is. So if you're looking at it from that angle, this person being positive and me being positive about the same mental state, if she feel like she's in the wrong but she's not wrong, and I am right, I'm not in the wrong, we're going to butt heads all the time. Let me repeat that. If she thinks that she's not wrong because her mind state is that I'm not doing anything wrong, that's not my mind state. I am doing nothing wrong. I am right. And I'm explaining, hey, I'm right anyway, because it is the truth. The truth in her saying she's not right is going to make us butt heads. It's like going in somewhere. Okay, so sometimes it's like being with a mentally unstable person that feels like if you go out the house, you're automatically cheating. So if you go out the house, you're automatically cheating on her or him, whatever the case may be. If you're doing this, mentally, that person that thinks you're automatically cheating on them is always going to think like they're always right. They're always got to find a reason to make it feel like they're cheating. Like they need to be a one-up on everybody. That might be a last call, a last blow. That might be one of them, hey, exit stage left. Because here's the thing. If they're always going to think they're properly right, you're always going to be properly wrong, regardless of how you look at it. And that's not fair to you or anybody else around you, because you don't know how stable or unstable this person's mind state is. It's the same way with any kind of situation that you have deal with where somebody has to be right and somebody has to be wrong. When you deal with people like that, that's not good for no kind of relationship, none whatsoever. We always take it to the idea, and when I say we, I mean ones that think thoroughly through things, and because you've always been told to wait 9 seconds before you say something. There's a lot of people out there right now that think outside the box, and they always have some kind of reasoning for why they deal with certain people. My thing now is like, I'm in a position where I feel as though I need to be happy. And if I'm around people that are in a negative state or negative to people or in a negative state of mind, it doesn't make me happy. It just grinds my gears, and it kind of makes it hard for me, because here's the thing. I've caught Bell palsy. I've caught days where I wake up with a headache. I've caught all these things, and I think a lot of it is stress. As long as I'm sitting around and I'm stressing myself, I'm never going to be in a position where I'm going to be happy. All right? People around you should notice this about you too, and try to weed off the idea of making you feel stressed. If they can't make you feel stressed, you have to think to yourself, is this a last straw? All right? Because here's the thing. At the end of the day, if you die or something's wrong with you, let me throw this at you. Okay. If you die or something happens to you, or anything should go wrong between you and that person, you understand what this person is going to say, right? They're going to say it's not their fault. The reason they're going to say that is because they always have to feel like they are a victim, that there's nothing that they've done that could have caused the reason why you died. Oh, well, he died because he was stressed out, or he died because he was doing the wrong thing, or he died just because karma caught up with him. Whatever the case may be, they're never going to feel like they're going to admit the fact that they were, in some form or fashion, part of the problem. So it has to be a straw there. If that's your last straw, it might be a last straw. I do know my last straw is, honestly, because I try my best to feel like I'm not, like I said before, I'm not perfect. People are who they are. Have I ever put my hands on a woman? I have. I'm not going to lie and say I haven't. Because if I say I haven't, then I'm lying to you as a listener, and I'm lying to everybody else that I know that thinks that I'm just this perfect person, because I'm not. I've put my hands on somebody before, and I wasn't proud of it. But I will say this. I will not take a lot of verbal abuse from anybody, and I will not take a lot of physical abuse from anybody either, because the thing about physical abuse when I am a male is I'm only going to take so much. But if I have to walk out, I'll walk away. I will be trying to find a reason for you to be out of my situation at all costs. All right. Now, when I say I don't like verbal abuse, I don't like verbal abuse. You can call me a lot of things. You can call me, slow. You can call me whatever. When you get to the point where you figure me as stupid, that's when I draw a straw. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell you why I draw a straw. You've got people out there. Let me just tell you my background about me. Went to high school, graduated in 91. Got out of high school, moved to Tennessee. Ended up getting into the military. Got in the military and served my time in the military. Got out the military, went to college, got me an associate degree. The last thing I would want you to call me is stupid. Okay? That's now, even if I had a bachelor's and I was a doctor, the last thing you want to hear somebody tell you is you're stupid. No, there's only so many times you're going to call me stupid. And then it gets out there. All right? It is what it is. I'm not going to sit there and fight that. But that is my last straw. I don't know what your last straw is. It could be verbal. It could be mental. It could be physical. It could be not being loved. It could be a number of other things. And I've probably jumped off the sideline of a whole bunch of other ways of being at a last straw. But I do know calling me stupid or abusing me is going to be one of my two straws that's going to cause me to exit stage left on a relationship. Now, has anything I said helped you? It may. I hope something has. I hope something has triggered in your mind to make you think about a lot of things that you do. And I hope that something in my conversation about last straws in relationships has made something come different of how you feeling. I can bring in people and guests of that nature to come in and talk with y'all also on some certain things, but I don't know how far off and how far gone certain people are. Okay, like I said before, I don't use the word hate. Now let me end it by saying this: if I ever say I hate something and you catch fire, don't let me be around you, because I would not piss on you. All right, I wouldn't try my best to douse you out or keep you from burning. When I use the word hate, that's the worst word in the world you can use. All right, I don't care what you say. You can say SMD. You can say FYB. I mean, you can say a lot of things. But if you say I hate you, then that is a very bad word. It's almost like saying F you. You know what I'm saying? In the worst degree ever. So I put that to everybody to say, listen, if you don't use a negative word, something positive can possibly come out. But if you use negative words, trust who you use the negative words to, because the negative words could cost you a lot of things. All right. I don't know how well I helped somebody this evening talking about this, and I hope it did. And I hope that it draws you to do better for who you are first before you decide to, think about what you say, because you're supposed to take 9 seconds to think about what you say before you say it. And I am not perfect with that by any form or means, but I will say this much. At the end of the day, I hope that what I say to somebody helps them get past what they're going through, help them understand who they are, help them understand, take a minute to know you. I've heard this today by somebody who said something to me, and they told me I have to take care of me before I take care of anybody else, because at the end of the day, me has to know how to fix somebody else. But in order for me to help fix somebody else, or to help, not say fix somebody, but help somebody out, I have to know who I am and what I am doing and how I deal with me. And that's the honest to God truth. I can't fix or help somebody if I don't know how I fix or help me first. Okay. So I hope that y'all take a minute, sit back, whether you're using the restroom, whether you're taking a shower, whether you're just in your own little corner, find you a spot. Think to yourself, what can I do to better me? Try to say something nice to somebody every day if possible. If you can't say nothing nice, don't say nothing at all. Try to also think about the idea of what that person would feel like if you verbally abuse them, physically abuse them, or mentally abuse them, or just not love them. Now, you don't have to always love somebody for them to feel out of place, because you're not going to love everybody. You're not supposed to. I mean, God tells everybody to love everybody, but you're going to have people that you just can't love. Those that you can't love, you can either keep them at a distance or love them or show them you care from a distance, but you don't have to love them. But just know that God is watching, and your best behavior is your behavior. And walk your steps, man. I don't have another answer for this. I do know at some point or another you have to get to your last straw, and whatever your last straw is, when you pull that straw, understand there's a consequence and that there's things that go with it, and be prepared. All right. So with that being said, I'm getting ready to get up out of here. I thank y'all so very, very much. I hope it was informative. The reason I played Why You Lie by Miss Fabulous in the beginning is because I had to have something to stand on to talk about the reasonings of last straws. All right. I'm getting ready to get up out of here. Thank you so very much for listening, tuning in, and hopefully you enjoyed yourself. I will say, like I always say, put God first, protect, provide, spread love, and get that money. And until next show, I'm getting ready to get out of here, and I hope you enjoy yourselves. Have a great week. All right. I'm out of here. Peace.
Ways to reach me. DREZEY21 That's DREZEY21 You can also call 615-540-3998. That's 615 855-403-3998. If I do not answer, feel free to leave me a message or send me a text message. I will get them as soon as possible, and I will return your message, all right? Also, you can check out the website, www.Dre's Radio Cafe. That's www.DresRadioCafe.com, all right? Man, so many ways to reach me. Hit me up whenever you get the opportunity. That's Dre's Radio Cafe. What you sipping on? Let's get into it. Let's go.